The Jalen Williams disrespect has to stop right now as he is officially an all-star in the NBA. That's right, you heard it here. Jalen Williams will be playing in the all-star games for the Western Conference as a reserve in the 2024-2025 season. The first of many selections for the young superstar out of Oklahoma City and Santa Clara, if I remember correctly. But before the selection, he was catching some backlash by a certain fan on Twitter where even his photographer, JoJo, had replied to it. And it's just absurd that he has been catching a lot of, this kind of, I don't know what word to describe it. I kept on saying disrespect. That's what I was thinking. But it's not even disrespectful. It's just, blatant hate at this point for no reason at all. He has a few bad games here and there. He's probably had like 10 bad games this season. Everyone's going to have a bad game. Shai has had some bad games this year, but when he does, you don't see fans go on a rampage. But when Jalen Williams does it, all of a sudden the fans go up in arms, pitchforks, torches, and they're like, oh, we got to get this guy out of OKC, trade him for a true second scoring option, which is just absurd to me. And I think this all-star selection should weigh heavy on everyone that has said that Jalen Williams is not going to make it in OKC and he isn't a bona fide star for the Thunder. They need to rethink their choices now and be like, look, I'm sorry I ever said that, but Jalen Williams is next up in the NBA. He truly is. He's going to be a top 15 player in the league in the next few seasons. I truly believe that when you look at the skill set he has. So we're going to break down everything that he's been doing this season, the comments that were made as of late regarding him from this certain fan, what JoJo had to say, and go into all of that and kind of the disrespect he's been getting. Before we get into all of that, as always, we're at 2,654 subscribers, trying to reach 3,000 as soon as possible. I know we can hit that by February, but the sooner, the better. Also, we have charity streams coming up in February, donating all the proceeds to the American Heart Association for the month of February. So don't be afraid to donate and stuff like that, as it's all going towards a good cause. With that out of the way, let's go ahead, get into the video at hand today, talking about Jalen Williams, this disrespect he's been getting. Because, breaking news for you guys. He's an all-star. I don't want to say breaking news. This has been out there for almost a full day now. But he is officially an NBA all-star as a reserve in the Western Conference. The first of many. I truly believe he has the potential to get like 10 all-star selections in his career, especially at the rate he's been playing. And, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm losing my words a little bit. I want to say it starts with a P. Improving. I don't know why I thought it started with P. But the rate he's been improving shows he is on a Hall of Fame level of a career if he keeps putting up these kinds of numbers, gets some accolades like a few championships, maybe even all NBA selections in the future, all defensive selections as well. He was also up for most improved player a little bit earlier this season. I don't think he's going to win it now when you look at guys like Cade and what they're doing, Tyler Hero, all those guys balling out over there in the Eastern Conference that have really stepped it up this season. So I don't think he's going to be in the runnings to get it, but he was considered for it this year as everyone was expecting him to have a big season, as originally what was kind of considered like a 2A, 2B scoring option in OKC with Chet and Dub. When Chet went down, Dub really had to pick it up, and he did. All right, when you look at the stats, Dub really has picked it up for the Thunder. He's averaging 21 points a game this season, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, almost a block a game, almost 2 steals a game. All right, less than 3 turnovers, almost under 2 right there, 2.5 fouls a game, shooting 47% from the field and almost 35% from 3. Would like to see a 3-point percentage go up a little bit, him knock down a few more each game there. I'd like to see him at around 38, but he is taking a lot more threes this season than he has in the past, so that's also nice to see, as he was, a 42% three-point shooter last season. So, yeah, granted, it did go down. He's been told to shoot more 3 balls here this season. He hasn't been as of late, but he has been told just to let it fly if he's feel confident and he's open. 6'6", 23 years old. He's about to be 24 as well. 27% on corner threes. 80% of his threes are assisted, and 29 of all of his shots are three-pointers. Like I mentioned, he's not taking a ton of three-pointers still, but he was taking more this year than he did last year. That's just truth. Fact of the matter is that's what he's doing. But yet, even though he's having this good of a season, people still want to disrespect him. All right, some of the group chats I'm in, people are still talking whenever Dub has a bad game. All of a sudden, it's shame, shame, shame. Can't wait to have Chet back so we don't have to deal with Dub stinkers anymore. Like, that's just absurd things to say. That's not okay. This guy is an all-star, and he earned it for what he's done offensively and defensively in the absence of some key players in OKC. Without Dub, OKC has like 15 losses. Let's keep it real there. They have 15 losses. They're not the 1 seed without Dub. Without Shai, we know they're probably a play-in team. All right, imagine if both of them are gone. Dub plays a pivotal part of this team. And yes, he does have bad games. I'm not denying that. But every player has bad games in the NBA. That's just the fact of the matter, okay? And comments like this are just not okay. All right? Chet and Shai are the only 2 players on the team that deserve max contracts. Come on now. Come on now. Like, both of them deserve it? Yes. Dub also deserves it. When you look what he's done on his rookie contract in the first 3 years of his season, he deserves this rookie max extension. He truly does when you look at the stats he's putting up right now. Being an all-star now. He deserves max extension. He does. All right? That's what he's going to get because the Thunder are going to give him the max. Everyone knows this. So saying this is just crazy. Saying he doesn't deserve it when you've seen the stats he's putting up, now that he's an all-star reserve, that's just a crazy statement to put out there. And JoJo had some stuff to say about it, all right? He responded and say, now say congratulations to the all-star you left off your little list. And of course, I had to respond, holy cook. But just look what JoJo said, all right? Say congratulations to the all-star you left off your little list. He's been defending Dub this whole season, and guys like Jay, Will, and Chet. Chet has been defending his guys as well since, he's been injured. That's most he can really do. Off the court stuff is, get back in the gym, be there with his teammates for home games, and when he does travel for away games, and also help defend them on the timeline, all right? So I think he's been doing a good job with that, and JoJo has been great as well, but it's just absurd to use this disrespect for him, all right? It's just, the disrespect is unwarranted. Okay, I get it, we hold our players to a high standard, but why not do the same when Shai has a bad game? Because he has had around 5 to 6 bad games this season, all right? We've almost lost because of them, or we have lost because of them. Just fact of the matter, all right? Look at it. There have been games that we've almost lost or have lost because Shai had a bad game. There's no way we're looking around it. But yet when he does, everyone's just kind of quiet. They keep kind of like, oh, it happens, it happens. But when Dub has a bad game, all of a sudden we need to trade him. He's not a reliable second scoring option. He's better as a third scoring option. Can't wait for Chet to be back. And I can't wait for Chet to be back either, because then this truly turns this team into a super team. All right, because you have 3 all NBA level players on your team with Shai, Chet, and don't forget Dub on your little list. All right, this guy did apologize though. He did end up apologizing. He didn't even really apologize, all right? I've seen the tweet, and I'll say this. I'm happy for J-Dub and hope he has a long, successful career in OKC. Very frustrating loss last night. Fans like myself will let stuff like that get to their heads. What I won't be doing is giving the other guy the response he's looking for. He's not looking for a response that you think you're looking for. He just wants an apology for the guy you left off your list who deserves a rookie max extension. That's all he can get. All right, it's not like you're going to be out there giving him 60 mil. You're giving him whatever the max extension guys coming off their rookie contracts can get. That's all it is, okay? It's not as much money as you're thinking it's going to be. It truly isn't. It's not going to be 50 to 60 mil, all right? You're probably thinking Chet's going to be able to earn that and then keeping Shai's 80 mil in mind. Shai could get 80 mil, but I do think he'd rather stay with OKC in the squad that they're putting together. It might take less to build up a better team. I believe that. But it's just crazy that you think, this guy's just trying to, engage you for likes or something, and you're starting to turn it into beef. All it was just blatant disrespect that you left him off a list for max extensions guys are going to get. It's the same kind of situation going on that people are starting to kind of put together with Harden, Russ, and KD saying, oh my gosh, J-Dub's going to be the Harden. Presti's going to trade him after we make the finals this year and maybe even lose, and then it's going to ruin the whole system again. No, he learned his lesson. He's going to be willing to give Dub whatever money he's asking for, because he realizes, hey, these are the 3 guys we got to keep together because they are legit. Dub is legit, Chet is legit, and Shai is legit, all right? So this delusional kind of mindset that we have as fans, and I have it sometimes too, when I kind of got a little bit upset with Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe. I apologize for that, as they've really turned it around as of late, all right? But disrespecting your star like that, disrespecting a guy that's done so much for the community like that, all right? That's just absurd. And then going back at his photographer and being like, I'm not going to give you the response that you're looking for. He's not looking for a response to get into some Twitter beef. He's looking for an apology. Everyone told you that. And that's all it was. Just grow up a little bit. Just take the blow and be like, look, I'm sorry. I messed up here. Won't happen again. All right? That's simple. That's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys personally thought about that little beef going on, and if you've personally seen the Dub disrespect or you guys have been disrespectful towards him this season, because it needs to stop now that he's an all-star. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next video.